Welcome to the weekend show with Mediumjay. Today, it's sunny, the birds are chirping, the kids outside are playing, making a lot of noise. It's a good day. It's a Friday. Happy Friday to y'all motherfuckers out there. Real talk, man. This is it's coming on, it's coming on the weekend before well, this is, it's February 7th. We got 1 week left. Next week's gonna be, this is the one weekend before the Valentine's Day weekend. So I hope you found a date. If you're single, try not to get, too wrapped up in making commitments, you know what I'm saying? Because, this is that time where people get desperate, right? It's like you're either that lonely person, and you go sit at the bar, and you try to pick up anything to come home to, to bring home to. It's one of those days, man. But love is in the air regardless, man. Actually, I'm gonna be real. I think personally, I think Valentine's Day is one of those I don't really believe in the whole the god of love, Cupid. Because it's just a little baby wearing a diaper, and he shoots hard arrows at, you know what I mean? Out of all of the traditions we have, like the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, a little baby shooting arrows to make people fall in love is such a ridiculous thing. Like, he comes down from the heavens and he's like a baby is a terrible matchmaker, right? That's all I'll say is, if we had a baby, and you know what I mean, and he was just deciding all the relationships, it wouldn't be, I don't think a baby would have the wherewithal to truly capsulate, adult human love, right? It's horrible, right? The baby, it's terrible decision making right off the bat. The baby's still in diapers. He can't control his own bowel movements, right? Second, given arrows, regardless what the arrows do, right? You know what I mean? Just random arrows the baby's just gonna be shooting that thing off. You know what I mean? It's not a good look for whoever kind of really made that, that thing, and to say, how did you guys fall in? Oh, well, a baby shot us both with arrows that matched, and we've been together ever since. It just, I don't know, man. Valentine's Day is, to me, it's one of those fucking holidays where, like Christmas or Easter, right? It's and it's just to right off the bat get negative. It's Valentine's Day is you don't need 1 day of love. You know what I mean? You love your chick, or you love your guy, or whatever, or your non-binary transmutant cat. You love whatever you got, right? And then there's this day where you're supposed to be extra romantic. You're supposed to buy flowers. You're supposed to, Valentine's Day, I think, was, coined by I think it started from, the flower industry, right? It's we need to sell these roses. Let's make a day specific for love, like a love day. And I think it became Valentine's Day. I think if you look into the history of it, it was that, and then it became chocolates and cards and all this stuff, to the point where especially if you're a single person, right? Like me specifically, I'm single. It feels overwhelming. There's a giant push for me to get, to somehow fall in love, on that one day. And then as soon as the day passes, it's all right, you know what I mean, I'm done, you know what I mean, you go home retrospectively, never call the chick again, you know what I'm saying? It's just a weird, Valentine's Day is a weird day, man. It's I understand for all the people out there that feel anxious about it or whatever. It's much like Christmas, right? Christmas, I think there's the most amounts of suicides or people dying because of it's one of those holidays where there's so much pressure built around it to like, be with loved ones. Whereas like, again, most of it's like you're just getting bombarded with commercials and our programming, our television telling us that, you need to get out there and you need to, purchase more stuff for your loved ones because you don't want to be a piece of shit and come home with nothing. You got to get your wife flowers that are gonna sit in a vase and die eventually. Even though your wife doesn't even like flowers, we made sure her phone's algorithm indoctrinated her into actually appreciating flowers on specific occasions, right? It irks me, right? But speaking on good news, right? We'll go. I'm releasing a new song, Impractical Smokers. It should come out February 10th. You know what I'm saying? That's what they said that's gonna happen. I don't even know how releases work anymore, man. I thought you could just release something and it gets pushed out. I'm gonna release it as fast as possible. And the guy's like, I guess it's the machine, the big distribution machine. They say, whoa, Nelly. Settle down, playboy. First of all, I was like, it was like Thursday midnight. I'm like, let's get this out as soon as possible. Let's release it, I don't know, Friday. Like, no, you can't do it Friday. You can't do it on the weekends. You know what I mean? You gotta get like 3 days or some shit. And it's like, all right, Monday is when it's gonna release. So hopefully Monday it releases. Hopefully it's generated all of this stuff. But I'd say sometime this week, possibly, Impractical Smokers, beat produced by Drew the Artist. Man, shouts out to Trouble Child, man. That was a dope ass beat, man. I'll throw you on the feature, man, because that was a nice ass beat. It was clean. I feel I killed it. I should have. I know he wanted me to send him back the rough mixes so he could edit it, but I'm liking the way I got it edited in a professional studio. I paid for it and everything. I'm fucking with it. Maybe the worst thing is when I say the phone thing. I think I liked when Drew put like a phone ringing. You know what I mean? I was like, sketch show when a pizza man calling my phone, and he went up. He put that, and I was like, that's one of the things that I don't get. But everything else, I'm like, fuck it. It just sounds good. Got the second verse, got a little bridge, got the hooks down pat. It's nice, man. I listened to it, edited well. It's clean. It's nice, man. I'm really fucking with it, and for the longest time, I was kind of worried. I'm like, man, I'm having like on Mediumjay's Spotify, I'm having a renaissance of like, there's so many fucking monthly. I got 539 monthly listeners, right? And for like a week, I was like, man, what the hell? I haven't done shit to Mediumjay. Like me and Taylor, we released a video, Stay with the Stick. I've been doing shows. All the shows I've been doing was Cash Leaders joints. So I'm like, what gives, right? I'm like, how the hell does... I have no social media for Mediumjay. I don't promote that. I mean, other than just sharing on my Cash Leaders socials, the music. But it just started bumping up, right? People are really fucking with that Voodoo track, which I fuck with too, man. I'm glad to see it start popping off, doing numbers. And then the other day I just looked up. I'm like, fuck, let's check the numbers on Cash Leaders. And right now we're at 1,110 monthly listeners, which is fucking it's double, which I'm happy because that shows like the numbers of like, all right, that makes more sense. Right? Because at the longest time, right, I go, this is bullshit. 50 people exactly? You know what I mean? 40 people on Mediumjay, 60 people on fucking Cash Leaders exactly? That doesn't make sense. But I guess, some dudes out there, I think, I don't know, like Born to Rap TV or something like that, like rap hip-hop channels are following me now. So I'm getting into that saga or whatever, which is nice, man. I just wish that it would happen faster. I wish that I would be as I wanna blow up like that Hawk Tuah girl. No cap, bro. No cap. I wanna be Because here's the thing: I want to create a cryptocurrency that fucks over the majority of Middle America. I want a cash coin, cash leaders coin, and people go cash leaders coin. Wow, wow! It's off of that rapper Mediumjay and cash leaders. Cash leaders coin. And I go, just pump it up. Just pump it up. We ain't gonna dump it. And then as soon as the cameras are off, I go dump it as soon as it hits a trilly, baby. As soon as we hit a trilly, we put in 2 billy. As soon as it hits a trilly, we dump it. We dumping, baby. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. As soon as it goes live and everyone's putting money into it, we're dumping it. We're already gonna dump it. We won't even tell them the price. We'll do it privately. You know what I mean? They're just putting money into an account for us, right? We go, you know what? We're not even gonna release it. Yeah, you know what I mean? We're gonna be like, yeah, we're crowdfunding for our coin. Don't even know how to make a coin. We're just gonna take it's like, yo, we'll send you an email of an NFT. It's just gonna be a fucking picture of the coin that you could have had, you should have had, and we go, that's your NFT. Print it out. You know what I'm saying? Get a physical. We'll send you a physical copy to your mail, through your real mail, right? And then if you try to talk shit, we'll be like, "Yo, we know where you live. You gave us your address, man. We'll pull up. It's cash leaders coin, baby. You know what the fuck going on, man? Hey, why'd you give us all that money? It was all donations. You know what I'm saying? We tried to get the coin going, but none of us knew how it worked and how it operated. We thought the money would allow us the knowledge to create said coin. It's funny, man. I think it's funny about the Hawk Tuah girl. I'm gonna pull out. She breaks her silence, right? She said she's talking about that crypto scandal, right? Because apparently she made the Hawk Tuah or the Hawk coin, yeah, Hawk coin. But she sold the majority of her shares, or whoever was behind her coin. Once it hit to a certain market cap, where a lot of people were like right on release, within the next day or so, it was sold. The majority of the shares got sold, right? So like when you open up a coin, I don't know how it works exactly, but I'm pretty sure when you open up a coin, you put in, millions of dollars or whatever of capital for your own coin to get it up and running or whatever. It's like stocks, right? You have a lot of money that you have to put in for an initial public offering, so that when people buy it, you give them a certain percentage, or you give them a certain amount of the coins, right? Like say you have 3 billion coins. So and it's each coin is worth 0.0045 cents. Some guy goes in and buys $400 worth of coins. You got to give them the percentage of said coin, right? But at a certain point, it gets lost on me, because I don't understand when a lot of people, when a lot of people buy it, right? It's essentially pump and dumps schemes, what they do in the stock market, but it's the same in crypto. It's even actually worse in crypto, because there's no real it's so volatile, right? The markets, you could have any random coin generated crazy amounts of money, and then and then they're broke the next day, right? And that's what happened with Hawk Tuah, right? And a lot of people are saying, if you bought Hawk Tuah, a Hawk Tuah coin or a Hawk coin, it's kind of on you, right? This girl is literally famous for one thing. I'll play her thing, and then I'll play why she's famous. This is her breaking the silence, right? It's on the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail, she literally broke an hour ago. It has 50 views.
Thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to get all this figured out and make everything right. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. It was supposed to be like what do they call it, a long-term coin. And the guy that ran the account, he was like, oh, we're gonna change the way everybody thinks of crypto. Crypto's gonna be a good place. And I feel really bad for all the people that got affected by it, and it just didn't go the way I planned. Let's start by saying.
So, she wanted her thing to be a long-term coin, and then the next day she wrapped it up and sold the money. She honestly, you know, so someone commented saying she stopped spitting on that thing. But here, I'll go on to the Hawk to just the original meme. Hawk to a girl original video. Because it's so fucking stupid, man.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Hold on.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
That Hawk tuah. See, that made her famous, right? Now, ideally, if I could do something to that effect where, you know, some guy comes up and asks me some dumb question and I just, you know, you gotta, you know, how do you eat pussy? Well, you gotta give him that old Ronald Reagan, you know what I mean? On that, you know, Ronald Reagan on that thing, baby. You know what I mean? you gotta go Mexico with that tongue on that thing. You know, let's do something, something, right? I need to get super viral and then create a coin to fuck over millions of people, right? But it's funny, man. Like, I was trying to work a joke about Hawk Tuah, where I was like, we are gonna do it like me and Taylor are doing like open mic stand up and shit, and I was gonna go like, I lost it all on Hawk Tuah, but I think it kind of passed. It's not that. It's, to me, I feel as though it's dumb. It's the dumbest shit ever. It is a funny little meme video. It's crazy that the guy that interviewed the girl is like, yo, listen, man, I want a cut of whatever you're getting, right? The guy is like a black guy, you know what I mean? White girl, and Hawk Tuah girl, she's Jewish, right? A lot of people are like, yo, she's a plant, right? Like, who the fuck gets ridiculously, like, she built her own podcast, she has crypto, like, there's so many guys, right? Remember the like, okay, Cash Me Outside girl, some white girl, right? Built up an entire, like, these people throw business ventures at these dumb chicks, right? Dumb white girls or Jewish girls. And then, yo, like, what about that guy, D's Nuts? He was famous for a month or two, right? The D's Nuts guy, right? Black guy. He was famous for a few months. And he did the club with a bunch of hot chicks and whatever. And then I guess now he's sitting at home with his buddy making that same joke. Like, yo, remember that though? Remember when we partied, bro? Like, yo, you got any money for me, man? When I lent you 5 G's, bro. Like, remember that? Like, what happened to, like, why doesn't that guy get like his own rap label or something like that? They don't throw nothing at those niggas. What about the guy that was like, hide your kids, hide your wife, cause they out here raping everybody out there? Turns out that was pretty accurate, cause that was that was pre Harvey Weinstein. That was pre like R. Kelly, that was pre Bill Cosby, that was pre fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Bro, that guy was right. They're out here raping everybody out here. That guy, they made a song about that guy. They did everything, and then it's like, what happened? What happened to that guy? Why doesn't he have his own NFT or crypto? Why doesn't he why isn't he like one of the, you know, I think he went on Tosh.0 and he was all bougie and shit like that, but I don't know, man. You know, it's with these people, they're like flashes in a pan. But like, yo, for some reason, like a little pretty white girl that becomes a meme, bro, all of a sudden, like, they're like a thing, right? Like that Hawk Tuah girl, she sounds so dumb, right? And Bad Baby also is creating her coin, right? And it's like, yo, these girls, I don't know who's managing them, but whatever they're doing like fucking, they're like, they got the fucking industry behind them. And the industry, to me, man, it's so pathetic, right? Like, I seen Eminem was talking about it, like, yo, the Grammys ain't real. It's comprised up of, like, a certain amount of people that just fucking, just, you know, you just gotta pay to play, bro. Like, if you want a and even Drake said that. That's why I guess they snubbed him or whatever. But it's not real, man. Or maybe Kendrick just dissed the fuck out of him. But shouts out to Kendrick. Kendrick's on the Super Bowl. You know, it's Super Bowl actually this weekend. Should be fucking nice. I think Philly's gonna take it, honestly, because it's like one of those, almost like the machine and in the industry. We'll see how real, we'll see how real reality is. Because a lot of people are saying, like, you know, the Super Bowl football's been fake for a while. I truly believe, like, and the NBA has been faked. A lot of these mainstream, because think about it, man. Taylor Swift started dating Travis Kelce about 2-3 years ago. Every single fucking year, Travis Kelce and his fucking team with Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes is a good quarterback and everything. Fuck. But, you know, Kansas City every fucking year makes it to the playoffs, makes it to the Super Bowl, and generates ridiculous amounts of views, right? People buying the most amount of merch possible for the Travis Kelce fucking thing. I'm not saying it's like a conspiracy or anything like that. It just so happens that they make the most amount of money every single time Taylor Swift's boyfriend enters into the playoffs, right? We don't even call Travis Kelce by his name. He's just Taylor Swift's boyfriend. That nigga, to be honest, I bet Travis is like, man, what is this temptress, seductress woman doing with me? And Taylor Swift's in the back on a phone call, like, how much longer? You know what I mean? It's like, you know, as long as he's still playing in the NFL, you're making hundreds of millions of dollars a year just to date this retard, and he's coloring with he's got the crayon with his fists, and he's coloring outside the lines, and she's like, good Lord, I gotta fucking. And they're like, and they're all Jewish, right? So they're all like, just think about the money. And so anytime he climbs up on top of her, she just she just thinks about the money. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, the football, it's sad, because I want Philly to win because they're like the underdogs, right? Philly fans, right? Philly fans are brutal when it comes to, like, they riot, right? Those motherfuckers are rioting. They're planning on, they say some of the meanest shit about Taylor Swift, and you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you want the underdog to win, but you gotta go, not like this guy's. Jeez, you guys are saying some of the meanest shit. It is just a football game at the end of the day, but yo, Philly, I think the Eagles too, especially. They play like niggas from the hood, right? Where Kansas City, they play like that team with the hot cheerleader, right? And everybody's, they play like they don't want to scuff up their jerseys almost, right? That's I don't know, and I haven't even watched football. I'm literally just basing it off of what I think, how I, I'm basing it off the last time I watched football which was back in 2015. So 10 years ago, I was, but no. In reality, I hope Philly wins. I'm gonna just say this, just to get it. I think Philly's gonna win. That way, when they, when it upsets, I go, I told y'all, motherfuckers. I told y'all. I'm gonna come back on the podcast and just finger gun it. Go, hey, listen, who's the fucking medium? Who the goat? Who the goat? Who the goat? Who the goat? Yeah, man. Moving on. We'll talk about Donald Trump's tariffs, right? Donald Trump is trying to tariff Canada, right? Now that big boy, let's take a look at a playboy. Let's take a look at who trades most with Canada right now. Who takes most of our exports, right? Who's importing most of our exports, bad boy? You're taking a lot of oil from us, baby. We know USA. We know what you want. You like oil, right? Our deposits out in Alberta. They've been keeping you supplied for a while, right? Now you come crawling back. You're trying to say, 25% tariffs on everything we buy from the U.S. You know what we buy from America? We get your shitty franchise. We get fucking Denny's. You know what I'm saying? We get McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? We get your fucking low quality shit, and then we make it Canadian, right? We tell KFC specifically, we want actual chickens. We don't want whatever fucking bullshit chicken. We tell McDonald's, hey yo, you better use grade A Canadian beef, cause that shit that y'all getting over in American, McDonald's. When I went to America in Las Vegas, I looked at McDonald's and I went, I'm not gonna eat. Because their meat's different. Sorry, the fucking video cut out, but I'll be, I was going in, man. Like, America meat is suspicious, bro. Like, their chickens, they don't treat right. Now, all of a sudden, Donald Trump wants to tax the fuck out of what we did. All the quality shit that we fucking built, all the relationships. We're helping y'all motherfuckers. Everything you give us, we make better, right? Right? Think about the Fruit Loops, right? Why is RFK so worried about the fucking red dye in Fruit Loops and shit like that, right? Because Canada, we banned that shit. We're like, yo, it's this fucking red dye chemical. Y'all eating poison, right? Y'all motherfuckers eating poison, right? But yeah, now y'all, if the tariffs go through, right, and this is like the threat that they're doing, right? And Canada, we're America's punching bag for the most part, right? Like, yo, whenever America wants to look tough, they try to fuck around with Canada, right? Just to show, like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, the bully will beat up beat up his little brother just to show, hey, listen, anybody could get these hands, right? And he's trying to show all of the, he's trying to show fucking China, trying to show fucking Russia, you know what I mean, Mexico to step it up, right? He's trying to get those motherfuckers. But in reality, man, once the tariffs go through, I think it'll be great. If it does go through, but I don't think it'll go through. This is my prediction again, yo. Mediumjay's prediction. This shit ain't gonna go through specifically because once you do the math, the amount of shit that we export to America versus what we import, the value is phenomenally different. So if we just hit them with the exact same, that's all someone has to do in power is go, well, if we're getting taxed, or not taxed, but tariffs on everything at 25%, we'll 25% the gas, right? And then they'll go, wait a minute. How much do we owe now for fucking these fucking shipments of oil that we're getting? Get Trump on the phone right now. Get him, get this nigga on the phone right now. We gotta fucking cancel whatever the fuck we're doing. We're just selling these, and we're selling these niggas shitty buckets of chicken, right? And they don't even get the chickens from us anymore, right? We always home source our shit because we do it a better quality in Canada. That's the main thing I think with Canada is that the laws they're heavy. You know what I mean? They're heavy in the sense that, like, yo, we do things right. But that's what I like about it, because in America, yo, any fucking dude could just come in, start whacking chickens, and then sell them, right? You just sell them, right? It's like those those mystery meat markets, right? You know what I'm saying, right? There's a lot of, and America has a lot of those stories too, where it's like, yo, this restaurant, actually had human meat, or this Chinese place was using cat meat, or something like that, where you're just like, what the fuck? What's going on down there, man? Hey, y'all, hey, yo, American niggas, y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all good? No, for real? Cat meat, dog meat, y'all motherfuckers. That's what y'all up to? That's what y'all doing? Save it, bro. We don't want to import anything. Save those exports, baby. We don't want none of that shit, man. Take that shit back to 8 Mile, baby. Take that shit down back to Detroit, dog. You know what I'm saying? They haven't manufactured shit. You know what I mean? Detroit used to be a great automotive. They haven't manufactured shit, dude. We'll get our iPhones from China. We'll get our our sushi from Japan. You know what I'm saying? We don't need you. We don't need you, America. You know what I'm saying? We'll get our landscaping done by Mexico. We'll get our Russian prostitutes. Your time is up. I give you a hand job. Okay, Russian lady. Don't hurt me. I'm not gonna, I'm definitely gonna, I'm paying. I'm paying. You know what I'm saying? Tie me up, baby. Tie me up. Godosh, bruh. Oh, good, puny little Canadian boy. You're like my little child. Okay, tie me up. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. Let's see. What else is in the news? There's got to be something else in the news, man. Let's see. Let's take a look at stuff. Let's just go news. I'm literally just gonna type in news on Google, or not Google. DuckDuckGo, right? DuckDuckGo. I don't know what it is. What is real? But it says since I've been using it, it's blocked 1,533 tracking attempts. Now I don't know what that is, but I guess there's so many things trying to track you, right? All right, let's go. There's nothing. It's just the tariffs. Nothing. Okay, 20,000 Indian students didn't show up to class after arriving in Canada. What happened to them? Well, what happened to them? I think they're just bringing them over the border and then they're getting them into... I'm not even going to read. I'm just going to make up the news right now. I think they're bringing over a bunch of Indians and they're getting... The Indians are like, yo... Because the East Indians are making businesses, but they're like, yo, we need more guys. Like, we want to fuck over guys. Because, I don't know, man. It's tough. Because, yo, the way you want to work when you were at, in India, is there's a lot of different regulations. And I think, I remember there's this one business, this one Chinese dude, right? And he came over with 500,000 Canadian. He came in with $500,000 just to learn how to drive truck, right? He just came in over to drive truck and he was like balling out, doing whatever he wanted, right? And he's like, yo, Canada is so expensive. And I was like, how so? Like, what's the difference? What's the main difference? He's like, well, in China, when you have the money, like, you're like famous, right? Like, you don't have to put up with bullshit, right? You got money, right? You get these women, but here you're paying for everything, every little thing you're paying for still. He's like, even though I'm rich and powerful, and I'm like, maybe you just don't have the connections, right? I was just trying to get him on that tip, but he's like, no, man, just for the education, right? Like, back home, to learn to drive truck is nowhere near the amount. And I go, but hold on though. In China, let's be fair, how well are they driving to the point where you had to come all the way to Canada to learn how to drive a truck, right? Like, so I was like trying to get, but we joke a lot, and he was like a millionaire, right? And we had fun joking and whatever, but I was like, man, how do you get Chinese girls, right? Like, they're so like, these girls are so. He's like, just get money. That's what he is, motherfucker. Just money. I'll show you get money. Just get yourself money. The guy gave me cigarettes, right? He gave me a cigarette, and it was the Hong Dynasty. This motherfucker's last name was something something Hong. I was like, yo, these are your. He's like, my own cigarettes. No big deal. I got my own cigarettes in China. No big deal. But I smoked them, and I think there was opium in the cigarettes, because that shit made my lips numb, bro. I was like, yo, what am I smoking? It's like, yo, be careful. Don't smoke too many of those. I'm like, all right, man. But that's how I kind of got hooked on smoking, too. That's when I was smoking with that. I was smoking like crazy. And never, I was chasing that high. I could never get that. opium den high again. But, yeah, it's funny, man, because, like for business, especially, right? Like those foreigners that come over to Canada, they're it's expensive. Life is expensive here when you think about it, and when you send money back home, right? Especially like I knew this one African dude. He said when I went back to Nigeria, he's a Nigerian guy. He had a regular ass job, right? He what did he do? He was like a loader, shipper, whatever. We're warehouse guy. Just fucking. I remember our job that we did, and it was fun because it was so easy, and we just fucked around for the most part, right? Like you could literally show up drunk or high, or you could show up whatever. But I mean, he didn't. But we just fucked around for 90% of the time. Like all we had to do was like take some stuff off the truck and move it here, and then move it, and then you'd go, okay, find a place for that. And we just move fucking cabinets around that are getting ready to be built or shipped. Like we would take this stuff and move it for being either ready to be shipped or ready to fucking, I don't know, ready to be fucking, well, shipped. Just staged them around and stuff like that. And that was one of those times when I was like, I talked to the truck driver, and the truck driver was like, he's so like, came on like, he's like, all these people in his ear and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, how is it like being a truck driver? He's like, yo, it's good money, but busy. And I'm like, man, if I could just get over the fact of being busy all the time. Like yesterday, I almost worked 20 hours. No lie. Almost worked 20 hours. It was crazy. But money's good, right? It's good money. Busy as fuck. But, and for the most part, I gotta always tell like my jobs, I go, I can't work like I'm not like, yo, I'll work my ass off while I'm here, but this isn't my life, right? There's some guys that sit there day in and day out, like sleep, like, yo, you're back at the terminal, but you're sleeping in the truck because you don't want to race home, come back to work early, or come back or whatever, race home, do all your shit and come back. I would much rather go, listen, man, I need my time off, right? I can't, go on the app and fuck around with my hours too much to the point where it becomes like, I wake up, you know what I mean? Like that scene with The Simpsons where Homer is like working two jobs trying to make sure Lisa can afford her pony. and he's like, he gets home, he's driving home and he's sleeping. He's sleeping on his way home. I was that tired yesterday. He's sleeping on his way home, dreaming. And then he parks his car. He goes into bed with his wife. It's like whatever, 5:59. He puts his head on the pillow. The alarm goes off. He puts it off. Well, that was nice. Time to go back to my other job. That some motherfuckers treat their work like that, and that to me, I don't know, man. Every time I'm at work, my brain starts devising plans on like little schemes on how to not work, and like, I guess More music's on the way. Every time I'm at work, I'm like, I start making some of the greatest music because I'm doing such mundane tasks where I go. It's like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory when he's like, I gotta do some. I can't break this quantum physics question or whatever the fuck he's doing. He's working on some high level thing that I never really understood when they talk about it. But he's like, I'm gonna get a job at the fucking Cheesecake Factory, and he just starts washing. He's a busboy clearing dishes, and then all of a sudden he drops the dishes and he goes, Eureka! I feel like that's my brain, right? I have to do garbage activities, just easy driving up and down in a straight line, and delivering things. And I go, hold on, I got this fucking song, and it's coming out. And it's called Impractical Smokers. And I'll put the link in the description. Because this shit is like, it's that Joe Gatto, Sal Vulcano type shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like that. Impractical Smokers is a smoking weed song. But, I reference a couple of lines in the Impractical Jokers, bro. I like it, man. I feel as though it's like a Juicy J, but Mediumjay. Maybe like a little, Wiz Khalifa type joint. But definitely underground going in, the smoke. Who got the smoke? It's dope, man, and I can't wait till it releases. I always get into this zone where I want to just release now, right? This is the worst part. Waiting for the big machine to fucking release my music. But things are going good, right? Fucking Cash Leaders is booming. Mediumjay is booming. I was like, man, Mediumjay is so much, doing so much better, even though I never promoted it. But it's 500 views or 500 monthly listeners versus 1,000 monthly listeners on Cash Leaders. It's nice. It's somewhere in a neighborhood of 600, 1,600 altogether monthly listeners for both artists' profiles, and that's only on Spotify, right? So hopefully, YouTube, Apple Music, whatever. Spotify is the majority of where you get played from nowadays, because most people just have Spotify. It's the easiest streaming service to get to. It's the cheapest too, I think. They always give you deals and whatnot. But it's nice to kind of be recognized right now. I wanted, and the funny thing is the top song that I got, Oh No, I want to actually do that. I was talking to Taylor about doing that video. We got to do a video for that, and there's this nice Japanese spot that opened up, and it's a video game arcade, but it's futuristic, cyberpunk style. I think that would be dope as fuck to do Oh No to, because Oh No is a heavy auto-tuned up track. It's definitely one of those typical it's a little I almost wanted to call myself Lil J on that track, just Lil J, because it's fucking just straight typical fucking. I can't fuck with it, I don't know, it's just shit, it's one of those though. If you like mumble rap, it's fucking probably the best lyrical mumble rap you could have, a storytelling mumble rap. But I could see how people think it's annoying. But it's for the it's for the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's for the kids. Let's not close out on that. Let's close out on something. We gotta find some more news. There's gotta be something. I need something. You know what? We'll go World Star Hip Hop. World Star Hip Hop. We'll go to that news. This is for the culture. All right. Continue. Oh, man. Okay. He about to end up with no kidneys next morning. Dude gets grabbed by a bunch of women in the streets of Pattaya, Thailand. Okay. NASA drops the sharpest view of Andromeda galaxy ever. Zooms out to reveal over 100 million stars. Whoa! Motorcyclist has a stroke mid-ride. Ninja Turtle from Pop the Balloon show stars scrapping with twins after they tried to play him in front of women. They made this dude watch his girlfriend get drilled on TV. This is so funny. They made this dude watch his girlfriend get drilled on TV by another man, and he dropped to his knees yelling during a Spanish reality TV show. What kind of... See? You know what I mean? Like when oh my god, you know what? When fucking Huey from the Boondocks type nigga, when he was like, I'm gonna watch nothing but BET to see the effects of this on black culture and black people and see how damaging it is, and he just is like, he just becomes so dumb. Like watching World Star Hip Hop and all of those shows, right? A lot of the times, man, it does feel like, yo, you're just watch, and especially nowadays with TikTok and Instagram and it is just what you're fed. But man, I will literally watch, I don't know, I'll watch a lot of like the rap shit, like a rapper talking about stuff, right? So they'll give me that like informative, like Eminem talking about the Grammys, or it'll be 50 Cent talking about how he grew up, or what happened behind stage at the VMA Awards back in 2006 or whatever, right? There'll be those things. I usually tend to watch those like when I'm on Instagram, I'm scrolling through watching shit like that. But they'll just throw in something that makes me mad, right? Like they'll throw in something that throws me off, where I'm like, why the fuck would they show me this? It's like gay or really fat rapper Dave Blunt, and I go, what the fuck? Or gay rapper, you know what I mean? You know, drops OnlyFans, and I go, what the fuck? I don't want that. But I think that's part of the algorithm. That's part of the gambling machine, right? Like, you can't have all good shit coming to you. They need to send you some garbage shit, so you go, what the fuck did I just watch, right? Like, I gotta scroll to the next one, and like, you need that, like, cause like with gambling, right? If you win gambling all the time, at a certain point, you're not really addicted to it. You just go in there, win a couple times, and walk out. But or whatever, like they have to make it look like you come close, because like there's like stuff where you're like, that kind of is close, but it's not really me, right? That's not really how I feel. There's a lot of shit that, you know, that comes into that algorithm, right? Like it's that gambling mentality. I don't know, man. Let's see. What else do we got on the ticket today? You know, Trudeau's gone out the house. He's retiring. I don't know, man. I think personally, Trudeau should drop a fucking coin. The Trudeau coin, right? He should make like, cause Donald Trump dropped a coin. Donald Trump, he dropped the Trump coin, and as of, you know, right now, let me look it up. As of right now, last time I seen it was like $30. So let's see how well that Trump coin's doing. I bet man, he's pumping it up, right? Just log in, baby. Let's see. This motherfucker's Trump coin. It's not the mega coin too. I think fucking phone's so slow. Let's see. It's gonna take a while. I mean, it's the president's official coin. Let's see. So how's about them fucking? How's about that weather going on? Okay, all right. Let's see. This is the official Trump coin. Oh, it's $24.97. So last time I checked it, it was like at 30. So it's down quite a bit. It was like $30.
But initially, the high point, I think when it released in January 20th, $60, which is crazy. Because I think that's what, like, I think what is January 14th is when he got into office or something like that. 18th. So that's a genius fucking like play, like to like as soon as I get into office, create a coin about me. Like that is some fucking smart, like Donald Trump is smart when it comes to thing. And you go, man, he's got his own coin. But at the same time, what's her name? Hawk Tuah Girl's got her own coin. Bad Baby's got her own coin. Hell, Pepe the meme. Pepe's got his own coin. Dogecoin's his own coin. How the fuck does Doge have his own coin? It's fucking a dog, right? The Raptor coin, you know what I mean? There's just coins. People, and it's gone to the point where it's all just meme coins, right? Like there's no coin where you go, this is legit. Bitcoin is the only legitimate coin. And I guess everyone's shooting for Bitcoin level. But again, I don't think that like you're splitting. I feel as though it's all just Bitcoin, and the people that got really rich off Bitcoin go, now we got crazy amounts of money, right? We bought in Bitcoin like 16, 17 years ago when it was like 5 cents. We got a crazy amount of Bitcoin. Let's sell one Bitcoin, create a coin in that market, pump it up, and then buy more Bitcoin with it. You know what I mean? Buy more Bitcoin with it. Or whatever it is. Like there's it just feels like everybody that's behind cryptocurrency and are creating cryptocurrency have like those AI things. We got AI bots dedicated to, and I know some guys that do that. They're like, and they're trying to get me in courses to do Bitcoin, right? My buddy, right? He's like, do courses in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And I go, I don't really trust that much, because there's a lot of guys that go like, I've had this amount of fucking, Bitcoin, blah, 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 blah. And I go to cash out and fucking the transaction gets fucked because it was some shady ass broker, a third party seller, took my thing, hacked it or whatever, and it's gone now. And I go, that's truly what it, that's what it is, right? But again, I kind of want to create something like Cuck Coin. Coin. Use it to pay your wife's boyfriend to pleasure your wife. Cuck Coin. Cuck Coin. Come on, guys. Cuck Coin. Cuck Coin. Cuck Coin. Come on, guys. Cuck Coin. How about... Nah, that's stupid. Cuck Coin. Are you too afraid to tell the waitress that you don't think that's that bill is right? Do you think it's ridiculous that you're paying $16 for one drink? Yeah, pay her with Cuck Coin. Are you too afraid to go to the movies with your chick because black guys will be staring at her all day, so you decide to just order it via the internet? Well, order it with Cuck Coin. Valentine's Day is coming up. Get your wife's boyfriend something and get it with Cuck Coin. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I that's it. That's it for the weekend show. Make sure you donate to my cause, because I'm gonna come up with a coin eventually. I'm going to be that guy. where I go, fuck, man. Like I'm like, I'll have like a bunch of chains on, you know. I'll be sitting in a Porsche, going like, yo, listen, guys, right now, I'm giving the first 500 people the opportunity to invest in something amazing, and it's gonna be Cuck Coin. You download this weird app that kind of fucks up your phone, and I third party sell, track all this shit, and at the end of the day, it's just gonna, and then I'm just gonna go, those whoever fucking initially invests in me, we'll be, 500 people but we're gonna fuck over millions, right? Or whatever, and then at the end, I'll fuck over the 500 people once I get greedy myself and look at the numbers on the fucking docket. But yeah, that's been a weekend show with Mediumjay. Make sure you check out the music. Check out the video too. Stay with the stick, bro. We doing numbers, man. Yeah, man. Music's going good. I got a show on I think the 22nd. Hasn't been announced where the location hasn't been announced yet, but once it's going, I mean, I'm sure I'll pop on the podcast and talk to y'all about it. What else? I wanted to say something else. I know I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna be kicking myself when I wanted to tell something else. Yeah, going to the studio. We're probably gonna go to the studio tomorrow. I should probably go to the gym. I should go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym, but I should go to the gym. Yeah, I was playing basketball, man. Yesterday. No, not yesterday. Monday, I was playing ball with the niggas, man. Oh man, it's so fun playing with the niggas at the Y, man. Cause these niggas, man, they go all fucking day, man. And I was so tired, but I was fucking having so much fun. It's nice in the gym, man. It's nice to just fuck around and play ball, bro. But some of these guys, man, I don't know what it is. They play like Steph Curry. Like, it's a ridiculous level of like these niggas play like here's the half court line, right? Imagine there's the half court line. These niggas take 2 steps out the half court, look down, deep 3, and just shoot it. And these motherfuckers, it's like they're shooting 30-40% from fucking deep. And you go, oh my god, like when they miss, they're like, like, motherfucker, there's like 5 people open on your team, bro. There's all these other guys on your team open, right? There's so many times where I'm like, there's this nigga with a fucking velvet do-rag. He had a fucking velvet do-rag, velvet green do-rag. This motherfucker and it got to a point where everybody was like, we don't even need to, what this nigga's gonna do. You know what this nigga's gonna do when he gets the ball, bro. He takes 2 steps, looks down, looks at the ball, it doesn't even make eye contact, he just goes, I got this, man. He'd like kiss the defense guy, and then he'd shoot it. And then here's the thing. When it worked, he'd be hitting it. When it worked, but then there was games when he would legitimately lose the game because it just wasn't, his shot was off. And I go, bro, run it in. And this motherfucker made 2 layups and missed both of them. And I go, oh, man, get back to shooting from there. It's sad, man, that there's not a lot of fucking guys that run plays. There's no like, and the thing is, the plays work perfectly. I would run in. I run in. 90% of the time, run in and get a layup, right? 10%, okay, I got stopped or whatever. But for the most part, I'd be hitting these things. And I would shoot, I don't know, 20, 30% of the time. You know what I mean? Miss maybe, once, but, get a fucking shot off. Hit for 50, 60% because I don't shoot that much. So I'll be like, if I'm open, I shoot it. But like, these guys, like the kids nowadays, man, there's no defense, right? And this is what fucking kind kind of worries me. Like, these niggas ain't playing defense at all. Like, the game in basketball is getting to the point where it's just, it's like a deep three-point competition. The niggas are shooting from as far as they can, and then once they shoot it, they just start. They don't even get back on defense. They pop it and they start beating their chest, pointing at the girls in the corner or whatever, and just start doing some fucking dance. You know what I mean? Starts doing they hit the Millie Rock. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, like, it's a game. Yeah, you're supposed to shoot. But you don't have to shoot it that far, bro. Get closer, man. Drive to the rim once in a while, man. Do a play, a pick and roll is like nobody expect. Just throw a pick, and the guys here. I'll throw a pick. The guy will just shake the guy for a second and shoot it from as far as possible. I go, you know what I mean? Pick. Once he gets swapped out and he's chasing you, and my guy's off of me or whatever because they're still trying to figure out if they should double team or not. Pass it, and I'll go and lay it in. Yeah, these niggas don't. They don't. Yeah, it's like talking fucking. That's like talking, neurosurgery to a fucking chipmunk. These niggas are just, nah, man. I'm open right here, though. I'm open right here. Yeah, because you just brought it over the half court line. The guy's waiting by the 3-point line to start defending you. and here's the thing. I go, man, why does he shoot? Swish. And I go, God damn it. And I'm like, yo, don't shoot it. Don't swish. And I go, all right, why am I even talking? This nigga is hitting. He is hitting. So, fuck it, I'll go down there and play with those boys. Hopefully I see that nigga with the velvet do-rag again, man. Because I think he was autistic, too. He was just, I'm in my spot, though. I'm like, don't shoot it, man. I'm open right here by the net. Don't shoot it. He goes, but it's my spot. And I go, all right, shoot it. Fucking air ball. Hits the fucking side of the rim, bounces away, air ball. I'm go. He's like, that one was off, my bad. This motherfucker losing the game for us, bro. It's a 50-50, man. Either his shot from fucking deep beyond the arc works, or it doesn't. And he just looks at you with the same look, like he can swish it in 3 in a row, and he just goes. He just has that like, I'm too tired for this look. Either way, he'll be missing, and you just want to punch him in the face sometimes because he'll be missing like a motherfucker, and you go, why'd we pass it to him? He's open. They always leave him open because he stands literally a foot away from the half court line, going like, it's my spot. I think he might be autistic, right? He might be autistic, but it's so funny, man, because nigga pulls up with the velvet do-rag, and he looks at the ground like it's like I'm in my spot. And he looks around at the teammates, not to pass or anything. He goes, he puppy dog eyes, let me shoot, please. And they go, all right. Okay, just try to get the rebound, boys. That's all that we could do.